So as you make more money, you pay more taxes. Hi everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another weekly budget with me video. We're going to budget out the third paycheck for July, basically our mid-month budget. If you've been following the channel, the last couple videos I've been posting have been kind of in response to the fact that we're buying a house. So we are super excited. I'm filming this. This is Thursday, so we're going to do our final walkthrough on the property to make sure the sellers fixed the things that we agreed that they would fix, and then we close on Monday. So we're getting super close. So I'm going to jump on. If you're not familiar with how I do these videos, basically at the beginning of the quarter, I budget out the quarter, and then at the beginning of the month, I make any adjustments to that month that I see fit. And then every week, because my husband gets paid on Fridays, I go and I budget out, I adjust the week as well. Same thing as the week is progressing, you know, as we're spending money, I also update that as well. So with this video, this is our weekly one, so I'm going to go through the paycheck on the 20th. I have my husband's pay stub. We get it a day early, so I can kind of get a head start on what's going to look like for tomorrow. And then I make any adjustments that I need to make to the budget based on what was actually going to be going on here. I'm going to go through, I'll kind of explain things as I go through, and I adjust some numbers, and then I might share with you a little bit of just what's going on here with some of our accounts here as we get to those as well. So if you guys aren't familiar, my husband gets paid $17 an hour. His base pay of 40 hours is $680. I have started doing this before taxes. That's just because now that we're contributing 3% to his 401k, which is before taxes. Also, we made some adjustments to his withholding, so I kind of want to see what we're actually spending on taxes versus what our tax refund will look like. So kind of, you know, just trying to have a full picture of what's actually going on. So I started doing this before taxes. His overtime, originally I had budgeted, if you guys saw, at the beginning of the quarter or even maybe the beginning of the month, I don't remember, I had on here that he only had 10 hours of overtime. They have started working Saturdays, and we weren't sure, so I kind of did, originally I had him doing about 8 hours on Saturdays, but they've done some 10 hours, and then they've even done a few like 12-hour days, so he had more overtime than I anticipated. So the overtime was actually $624.75 before tax. This number here that you see, it's in orange. This is from our savings, so this is how much we will have to pay at closing to cover the rest of our down payment and liability, you know, all of our requirements and stuff for closing for the house. So that's orange because that money is just sitting in the savings account. They will probably, the title company, they had us put our down payment through wire transfer, so I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing. We'll probably end up doing that through wire transfer. Once they give me the official like date and go ahead and all of that, then we'll set that up. So for now, it's kind of just sitting there. Also, I color code things, so I'm going to make this black because this is how much it is now. So when I budget out the month, everything is red because it's just an estimate. Once we officially have that money up here, it's black. Down within the budget, once the money is completely spent or gone into a savings account, it becomes black. And then if it's still in the process of being spent, there's still money available to spend, it's orange. So I hope that makes sense for you. All right, so I'm going to jump on my husband's pay stub real quick and see what the 401k was. Okay, 39.14. Okay, so it was 39.14. So I'm going to go through and see what the actual taxes ended up being this time. So federal was $41.28. Arizona was $22.78. So Medicare was $18.91. 80.89. Okay, so that does that. So these are taken out automatically, so I'm going to make those black right off the bat. Oh, and that's the 401k goes into his 401k account. So his 401k, we currently are investing in 3 different mutual funds. 2 of them, I believe, are index funds within those. So he currently has about $90 invested, and he's made about $3 profit so far from investing. So that's kind of cool to see that, because he's only been doing the 401k since June. I'll make a different video. I'm going to start doing maybe once we have the house, we have a better idea of what our net worth is looking like, and we're, as we're investing, I'm going to start sharing that stuff with you guys as well.
I got blue.
Okay. All right, so originally we were going to put another $608 towards the house. Now this, I just put house savings because we do have to get a refrigerator, washer and dryer, things like that. So we've been kind of putting money aside specifically, for the house things. And then as we move down, so I'm going to come back to that because we might have some extra money. So let me come down I'm going to come down first, you guys, within our necessities. Our life insurance and my husband's long-term disabilities, those come out of his paycheck automatically, so I'm going to touch those real quick. So we did have that $559 came out, and then his long-term disability is based on how much he makes. So let me see what the new number is for that. So that was actually $4.70, so a little bit higher. So I'm going to make that black. Okay. All right, so we still have, if you see at the bottom here, we still have $53.57 that we need to tell it where to go. But before that, I'm going to kind of come up here and we are going to just go down the line for you guys. So I'm actually going to, first I'm going to delete this because anything extra right now is going towards the house. I'm going to leave it blank for a minute in case I need to change anything down here. So again, this savings up here is just right here for home purchase. You can see we've already spent $425. That was on the appraisal. So the appraisal came back last Friday. So things are moving. I believe we have one more set of paperwork to sign. And then, like I said, we do the final walkthrough tonight. And then I'm going to meet Ricky at his work, and then we're going to go over to the new house. So we'll do the final walkthrough, and then we have one piece of paper signing that saying, okay, everything that we agreed would be fixed was fixed. Yeah. I originally, if you guys remember, I usually split up our rent. So we will have to pay rent. This is rent for August right here. So we will have to pay August and September's rent. Our first mortgage payment will not be till the middle of September. So we kind of we end up transitioning pretty well into the new house, which will be good. So normally I split this up half and half. I went ahead and put the majority of it in the last paycheck simply because we do have these expenses for the house. Moving, setting up utilities, things like that. So I'm going to go over that with you. So out of this paycheck, only $32.45 will go towards the rent. Now you see here, electric, water, sewer, trash. So we have to set up the utilities over in El Mirage, which is water, sewer, and trash. So they require a $30 application fee and then $200 refundable deposit. Now that deposit, usually like if you were to move and leave, you get that deposit back. However, because we're purchasing this house, we plan on living there, we plan on paying it off, we plan on being there for a very long time. I'll have to find out. My realtor mentioned that his utility company said that once they've made, on-time payments for 2 years in a row, then they get their deposit back. So I'll have to keep you guys updated on that. So that's $230 is to turn on water, sewer, and trash at the new house. I have not called the new electricity company yet to find out if I'm going to have to pay a deposit for that. So this, again, this is, we'll have to see. I opened this up for appliances. We've already put $95 as like a holding on the price for, we picked out a refrigerator and washer and dryer. However, I'm glad I only put the deposit down because I've been shopping around and I have found some things a little bit cheaper. So I believe the company that we're getting our stuff through, it's Spencer's. I believe they do price matching. So I'm going to see if they'll price match the refrigerator, and then we may end up just buying a used washer and dryer just so we can save some money because, all the expenses for moving is like, it's wiping out our savings, and to have to start over all the way is kind of nerve-wracking for me. So I'm leaving it open because I don't really know exactly how much we're going to spend yet. So for now, it will just, whatever we have left over from the check will go into the house savings, which will ultimately probably most likely be spent down here in the appliance area. I hope that makes sense for you guys. So coming down, so like I mentioned, as you see in the budget, you see orange and black. So the black means that's money that's already spent, it's gone. Orange means this is money that's still in the bank, or a portion of this amount is still in the bank, ready to come out. As we come down, moving truck. So I went ahead and got a quote for us. Basically, we're going to just get a budget. Usually we do U-Haul, but budget truck is actually, I found, a little bit cheaper. So we're going to get a moving truck from budget, and we're basically going to pick it up here in Mesa. We're just going to use it for one day, and we're going to drop it off in El Mirage. So for the mileage and the size truck and renting like Ollie and then filling up the gas when we're done, I'm estimating it's going to cost us about $160. So that's what we have here for moving. And then Arcadia. So originally her commission jobs were only $32. You see here it went up. She actually, they had a karate tournament that I was not aware of until like the weekend before, and she was super excited about wanting to do it, so we went ahead and let her do it. There was 6 events that she could have competed in. I went ahead and let her do 3. Just because it did cost money per event. So that's what the added money here is. And then she still has 2 weeks of karate for the month, so she has $9 left, so I needed to add $7 to that. So you can see some numbers here got changed. And then down to fun, we basically we're not adding anything else to fun. We spent about $80. I think we have $2 left or something out of this $8. I'm not going to add anything to it. We have so many added expenses with the move that we got to buckle down. So that's what we have planned. So like I said, now that leaves me $662.01. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that up here in the moving or the house area. So 662.01. So we're just going to go ahead and put it there. These are going to become orange because this is what's in the bank. So all of this money currently will be in the income account. So Ricky's direct deposit will be in the income account. From there, I will transfer. So this $600 will be transferred to our savings account, our long-term savings account. The rent portion will be transferred to our necessities checking account. Water, sewer, trash, all this. We're going to just leave it in the income account because of, we have to go down to the city of El Mirage and get signed up, the utility place, I'm not sure. Moving truck, again, we're just going to keep that in the income account because we're kind of using that. And then Arcadia's money we'll keep in the income account as well. So basically our necessities account, in case you're wondering, it consists of everything that has a due date and it automatically gets taken out, those bills. So if it's not like random, so, if it's a set amount and a set due date, I keep it in there, and that prevents us from accidentally spending that money that's going to come out automatically. Everything else that's more random that I used to use in my cash envelope system, I just keep in the income account, and I use my income account kind of like a cash envelope system. So I've gone over a whole video of all the accounts I have, but I'm just going to come over here and show you what's going on right here. So I have our income account. We do have some cash on hand, so I'm going to talk about that in a minute here, and then our necessities account. So within the income account, we still have $200 in savings I haven't transferred. I need to get that transferred over. We still have a little bit of groceries. We still have a little bit of gas, and we have Arcadia and Elsa's commission job money. So I keep track of what's what in here as if it were in my envelope. So if your envelope has different slots of where the money is, just think of this as those are the different slots of where the money is. Now, you might be wondering, okay, we use accounts, why do we have cash right now? So, when we went to pay for this $425 appraisal fee, they had me paid online, there was a glitch in the system, it looked like it didn't go through, so I went and I did it again. The same error message came up, so then I was like, oh, I may have just got charged twice. So sure enough, I logged on to my email. I had 2 separate receipts. I logged onto my bank account. I had 2 separate charges for this $425. Now, I contacted the lender because they're the ones that processed that. I contacted them immediately and was like, hey, here's the 2 receipts I had. You guys charged me twice. So they had to wait for the money to clear on their end, and then they mailed us an actual check. Anytime we get checks, we just cash it, and then we just divide the money up into the cash envelope system. It's easier for us rather than, it makes it a little fun sometimes too to have cash every once in a while. So within the cash envelope, we have $100 for savings, which technically is our house stuff. So if I need to buy some curtains or something like that, I'll just use the cash. I forgot, it was my birthday, so I did get birthday money. I got $160 from my dad and a friend, so I got birthday money, so I still have $101 left. I'll be using that to help with house stuff as well, most likely. We have $120 towards groceries still, we have $80 towards gas. That's pretty much what's in our cash envelopes right now. And then within necessities, you can see here we have our electricity that's going to be coming out and our car and motorcycle insurance that will be coming out. So those are kind of what's in there. So that's just an update of what's going on there. I know I didn't do a budget. I didn't do a budget video last week because I was sharing. I believe that's the day I did the getting out of debt. Dave Ramsey's Baby Step 2. It's the budget for the month. Like I said, I just have to transfer this money over to the correct accounts, and then I'm good to go. So I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, so stay tuned. I have a few more videos about the whole home buying process that I will be putting up for you, as well as our regular budget videos for our August planning, and then you'll see July in review, all of that stuff. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.